guys, Luthier here, and today we have another Grand Slam game, and this time we have PU open, and unlucky for us, in round 2 we actually caught Finchinator, who's a pretty solid opponent. I don't know how much he actually knows about PU itself, but in general, he's a very solid player, and whatnot. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so we got Telenet teams loaded up just because the person that normally passes me teams actually shares the same Discord as Finchinator and and me. So I couldn't really use his team. So anyways, what we have is a bandit offense geared around bandit and pheasant and then bandit trevenant, and then we're gonna be, pivoting in through our Mulga, which is gonna be basically our way of dealing with stuff like Ninjask and whatnot. So we also got AV Hitmonchan, and then we got a Spadef Mr. Rhyme. So anyways, we're just gonna accept it, and then oops, no, not that. Yep, we're gonna accept it and see that if we can do anything or not. So have fun, bro. Okay, so straight off the bat, we see okay, so something that's really good in this game is my Emolga, because it basically allows me to volt switch around and then bring in my my Unpheasant, which actually does a lot of work in this game, especially because Berserker doesn't have that insane defense. Well, it gets chipped easy is what I'm trying to say. Other thing is my Hitmonchan is pretty amazing, especially with like the ice punches and whatnot. So I might actually okay. Yeah, so we actually don't have Stealth Rocks on the team, but that being said, we don't really need to, we don't need it on the team because, everything runs boots anyway. So, if you, that's something to know is that, you never actually need to run boots that often in, this meta in general because everything has boots anyways. But that all being said, Hitmonchan looks amazing in this game. If I can, start chipping down the Roselia, I'm actually going to see how much my Hitmonchan does it because I know I'm, max attack. Roselia, defensive, sure. So Ice Punch does 2 KO it. Drain Punch into Ice Punch doesn't always kill, so we have to be, aware of the rolls on that. I think it's gonna be Specs Golduck. I'm not 100% sure. And I feel like I recognize his team. I think he used it in PUPL, or someone used it in PUPL, but I'll check in a bit. We'll check. The double is actually pretty good in this game in order to check the... Okay, so just in terms of what checks what, the double checks the Poniard, the Berserker, and the Sandslash pretty well. And realistically, Rocks, I don't want Rocks being up because it keeps on chipping away at my Unpheasant, which is kind of annoying. But the Trevenant is also decent once I get the chip down the Poniard and whatnot. So I have my double to check the Poniard, and then I have my Trevenant to just throw off, ghost moves, because it doesn't look like he has a no item on, but we'll see once we get there. I want to let in the Trevenant or the Berserker as little as possible because I don't really have a good way to stop the volting around. So I'm just going to lead off with my Hitmonchan and see if we can do anything with that. It does lead off with its Berserker, which is awesome for us. And you know what? Screw it. We're going to be aggressive. Just going to Ice Punch. Okay, yeah, it does go for a Fake Out, which does a lot. What is this Berserker set? The Drain Punch... Okay, we'll just go for Drain Punch, it's fine. I'm not gonna risk anything yet. Because Ironhead kills me. Oh, wait, that's Choice Band. It's not Choice Band. And then it click Fake Out. Yeah. Okay, so Iron still can kill me. That's crazy. It did 31, though, so it's not Choice Band. Does it have Technician? It does have Technician. And what is it? Is it, Self Scarf or something? Wait, why did it do so much? Wait, why did it do so much? Hello? Okay, hold up. It doesn't have Technician. It has Tough Claws. Is Tough Claws imported as an ability? Oh, okay. Tough Claws. Okay, so that means it's just max attack. I'll just go for Drain Punch. It's fine. Yeah. I want to get aggressive. Okay. So, he reveals lefties. That means Ice Punch should 2 KO this. I don't want this getting low, though. Oh, well, it doesn't die to anything, so that's fine. And I can punish him for getting up rocks however I want. Oops, I did not mean to open this. Okay. Sand Slash. Oh, oops. Sand Slash. Where are you? Okay, few utility. Nice. So Drain Punch is doing that much. Ice Punch will 2 KO. Earthquake, I can just whatever. So I'm just gonna go for Ice Punch. This should get rid of the Sand Slash. It does go for rocks. And we're gonna punish that pretty well. He doesn't have any good Ice Punch switch-ins anyway, so I'm just going for it. Okay, perfect. As we get rid of the Sand Slash, which is awesome because once we defog with our once we Rapid Spin with our Rhyme, we'll be in a great position. And Rhyme basically, is going to be able to Rapid Spin on, like, the Roselia and the Drifblim, so that's something great to look out for. And Drifblims in general, they run, like, a Hex set. They don't really run, whatchamacallit, like, the Calm Mind set that you normally see in LC. Or not LC, sorry, that you saw from, like, Drifloon and LC. The other thing is, now that he loses his ground type, he has no way of effectively stopping my Volt Switching around with Emolga, which is absolutely awesome, because I can basically just Volt Switch around with my Emolga, and then bring in my Hitmonchan and whatever, and then he's always going to be afraid of my Ice Punch and whatnot, so that's really, really nice. Yeah, we'll see what we can do from here, but it looks like the Golduck can't even kill us with anything, because we're AV, so Golduck, sure. Yeah, so even if it's like specs, so choice specs, Hydro Pump only does that much, and then we recover like a good chunk of it back. And he actually might be in Mach into, no, he's not in Mach range after, but we'll see exactly what happens. Does go Roselia, which is fine by me. More likely than not, he's gonna go for a whatchamacallit, like a Sleep Powder. I'm trying to think if my Trevenant's an okay play to come in on that, and I think it's fine. I'm just going for Trevenant, it's fine. Yep, perfect, as we do get the catch Sleep Powder. And honestly, I kind of want to go for an Earthquake, try to catch the Ponder, but I don't think it's really that necessary to make that kind of play right now. Yeah, I don't think I need to make that play, because I just get my double after, and like okay, so here's how the sequence goes. I go for the Poltergeist, I chip the Poniard, I go into my double after, it obviously takes the knockoff, and then based on what he goes into, like, actually it might be annoying because then he gets in his Golduck, right? So if I want to be aggressive, I can go for the Earthquake. Let me just see how much Roselia takes. Trevenant, Roselia. The good thing is, oh, no, offensive. Roselia, defensive. Okay, so, yeah, he just dies to Poltergeist, so he should probably switch out. But the thing is, like, the Wood Hammer will put it in Ice Punch range, so I'm just going for the Earthquake. Just stay in. Oh my god, that does so much. Good god. Okay. Well, that's fine by me. I'm just going for the Earthquake again. Like, I don't care if you go Drifblim, because it basically gives me my Emolga anyway, so I'm just going for the Earthquake. It doesn't really matter to me if you do decide to switch. I'm starting to think that he might be no item on this Roselia, because that did so much. Roselia, you're offensive? How much did Earthquake do? Okay, it's just offensive with the Violet. That's crazy. I'm just going for the Earthquake. It's fine. Like, I don't mind if you go Drifblim. Yep, exactly. And then I can just go into my Emolga here. It's not like I need it for much anything else anyways. So I'm just going for my Emolga. It's obviously good later in the game to outspeed things like Golduck and whatnot, but we'll see what exactly happens. As it goes for the Shadow Ball, does a lot of damage, actually. I mean, this is fine. I can just Roost. It's not Scarf. I don't want Scarf. Just going to Roost here. Does go Berserker, which is whatever. I'm just going to Protect here. Now, what essentially does is it basically prevents a Fake Out. Exactly. Perfect. So we do get the chip, and we get to figure out what type of Berserker this is. And again, as I said, I have my double for this, so I don't really care. As it does go for the Iron Head. And you know what? Screw it. Should we screw it? Okay, screw it. Yeah, screw it. We'll just go Emolga. We'll see what happens. We're trying to catch... Oh, he just goes for the U-turn. Okay, so he thinks he's faster than my double, which is... I mean, I'm glad at least that he thinks that now. That's okay by me. We'll see exactly what happens from here. Does go into Golduck, but, like, I'm faster. Unless you're Scarf. Nah, if you're Scarf, then you're not a threat. So I'm okay with that. So I can just go for the Volt Switch here. Like, it doesn't matter to me for Scarf, and they don't run Scarf anyways. There's no way it's a Scarf. I don't think it should be Scarf. Well, it could be Scarf because of the speed control, but you have Ponder, Sucker Punches, and whatnot. Nah, I don't think you're Scarf. You're Scarf. You're Scarf. Okay, you got me good. But what this does mean is I can just go into my Hitmonchan and go for the let's go for an Ice Punch because no, we won't risk it. We'll just go for Drain Punch. Yeah, it does make the good Driftblim play. Good play on his part. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Punch here because it looks like he might be the offensive thing that I was worried about, but like that's okay by me. Yeah, Finch is getting me. He's playing fine. I think I kind of messed up with the double sequence. I think I should just have gone for the body press. or whatnot. But if I do get rid of this, what it means is my double can basically just win the game. So that's good. I just got to be careful of the Golduck. So, yep, as we are faster, we get a crit. Oh, that really sucks. That sucks a lot, actually. Yikes. Yeah, because, I mean, okay, Drift Blim. It's not even listed. Okay, let's say a new utility, right? So, okay, it's not even there. Drift Blim. RE Defogger. It doesn't even show it. So, like, okay, let's go back to Emolga then. Emolga, because I didn't think he was, I didn't think he was the, any sort of, like, Wisp set or anything, because he clicked Shadow Ball and not Hex. Because, like, normally they run Shadow Ball. Yeah, so, let's see, Shadow Ball damage. Shadow Ball. Yeah, exactly. So he was definitely some sort of offensive. That was Petia. Oh, crap. Wow, lucky for me then. I mean, even if you were Petia, I don't think you... Maybe you did. Did you kill? Okay, that was a poor play then. Okay, so if you did that much, well, okay, you're probably... Okay, so you are 0 because you fell in that range. Where did the Shadow Ball? Okay, oh, now you're offensive. So, let me see how much I took from Hitmonchan. Yeah, well, even if you were Petia, right? Or Petia, I don't know how to say it. So 252. The Shadow Ball into the +1 Shadow Ball didn't kill me anyway, so I don't think it really made that much of a difference. Because I was going to live it, regardless. What? I got never see you. I'm confused. I feel like you'd have expected me to say something bad. No. I wouldn't have I would have never said that to you, Finch. I would have never said anything bad about you. Okay. We're gonna save this from being crit. Well, I obviously know it's Scarf, so like, that's fine. But like, everything is in range of Hitmonchan. I don't want to risk it. And I'm not gonna let this get, you know, lower its health. Actually, I'm gonna calculate real quick. Golduck. Okay, so you're a Scarf. Whatever. So Drain Punch is that much. Hydro Pump still does so much. Why does it do so much? God. Okay. I'm just gonna toss my Trevenant. It's fine. I want to keep that as healthy as possible for the future. Does make the flip turn play, which is fine. Does go into Poniard, which is whatever. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll just Earthquake, whatever. Yeah, I don't really care if you go for that, but because that means I just bring in my Hitmonchan and then I get another kill. So, yep, does go and just toss Roselia. It does go Golduck, and this time I'm just gonna go for the Drain Punch. God, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. I feel so bad. Yeah, okay. This was unfortunate. This is a really dumb game, actually. Yeah, I'm sorry, Finch. I'm sorry, bro. That was ridiculous. I'm not even gonna say GG because that was a poor game. Oh, Jesus Christ. I robbed Finch there. I'm sorry. But I guess that's a game we play. Oh, my God. Yo, if I stall him, he's actually gonna lose his mind. Should I stall him? Dude, I feel bad. I don't want to stall him right now. No. I'm not gonna stall him. Not after he brought Not after he brought that Drift Blim. I feel kind of sus about it. I'm just gonna bring this team instead. Yeah, I feel way too sus about bringing Stall right now. So we're just gonna load up this team instead. So what we do have instead is a SD Power Herb Dig set that's gonna be luring things like Klinklang and like stone thingies. You know what that is. And then we have a Berserker with AV, and that's gonna help us deal with, you know, like bulky Specs Mons and whatnot. And then we have the Lapras to help deal with, you know, the Golduck thing that we just saw. And then we got a Specs Eggy, which is really cool. It's also running Future Sight. And then we got the Hex Drift Blim, and then some sort of hazard control with Sandslash. So anyway, we're just gonna accept and see what we can do from there. So have fun, bro. He stalls me instead. Okay. The good thing is my Lapras kind of just wins because I just get to freeze everything. And I know that sounds really scummy, but he doesn't have good ways of dealing with it. Like, the other thing he doesn't have good ways of dealing with is like a Specs Future Sight into a knockoff. Like, he doesn't switch into that well. So that's something really good to know. See if we can activate that at all this game. But that all being said, we're just gonna lead off with our Science Slash. Like, this is okay. Does lead off with some Marini. So if I get to chip the Zealous or whatever, I can start winning with my Drift Bloom because I can just go for the Wisp on the Licky Licky and start pressuring it that way. The other thing that can kind of win is my Ninjask, but it's also contingent on a couple of things happening. So let me see how much Marini takes from a Ninjask. Ninjask +2 Marini. What? Oh, I'll see. I was gonna say. I was like, Pew. Okay, so I need to get it knocked off, and then I can start winning with my whatchamacallit, my Ninja. So I don't really think I need this for much else anyway, so I'm just gonna knock it off, as it does give me Science Slash as leftovers, which is awesome. We take those, and like obviously we don't want to keep him get rocks up. I'm gonna see how much Earthquake does to Sand Slash. So Sand Slash, yep, there we go. And then Sand Slash, I don't know. Where is it? Sand Slash. Okay, just in general. Knockoff did, okay, so you're like max defense as well. Interesting. So how much do you take? So you're like 252 bold. Okay, so you're like max. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So that's something interesting to look at. So I gotta defog it later, but we'll see when I can do that. I'm just gonna go to Lapras because I don't want to get that getting toxic immediately. It does go for the knockoff, which is a good play on his part, but I'm just gonna go for the freeze dry. Actually, no, screw it. We need to make progress, so I'm just gonna go into my Sand Slash here, and then we'll try to get rid of the Bronzor, or like if we can lock the Violet on the Bronzor, then I think we'll be in a good position. Yeah, this goes Wellis. Interesting. Yo, I kind of lose to this. Yeah, I need to stay in and go for the Earthquake. Does go into Sand Slash, which is awesome, and I'm just gonna Earthquake it now because the Lapras is kind of obvious. I don't think he'll just stay in and go for a Toxic anyways. Yep, does go for the Earthquake, which is fine. I get to go for a knockoff here, as I do get the Togetic, which is really cool. But what this does mean is I get to bring in my Berserker because it is AV. I can deal with anything he really goes for. Does go for Dazzling Gleam. That doesn't do anything to me, and I can just go for the U-turn here. Exactly. So what this means is I can bring in my Lapras and start throwing off the Freeze Dries. It looks like his Bronzor might be some sort of Rest Toxic set. I'm not 100% sure. Alternatively, I could go into my Sand Slash, but if he stays in, actually, do I need the Sand Slash that much is my question. And I think it's pretty decent, for getting up rocks and whatnot, but, yeah, I'm just gonna go to Sand Slash and click Knockoff, because if I can knock this Marini off, then I can just win with my, my Ninjask. Because I can start bringing it in soon, on things, yeah. So I'm just gonna go to my Sand Slash and click Knockoff. This might be a slightly aggressive play, but who knows. Well, maybe we can get, okay, yeah, he does go into Togetic, which is fine. And at this point, I don't want this Berserker taking too much damage, so I'm going to double back to my Togekiss, or not Togekiss, my Lapras. And I'm just going to go for a Freeze Dry, as he does make the Licky Licky play, and that is okay by me. I'm just going to fish for freezes, like, that's all I can really do here. It runs Swords Dance. Okay, this is bad. I'm just going to go into my Drift Bloom here and see if I can Wisp this. We'll see what exactly it runs. I don't think it runs, any sort of way of hitting my Drift Bloom, but we'll see. Just go for a Wisp here. What can you do? Okay, we'll just keep throwing off Wisps. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's so nice. That's so nice. So he's probably Heal Bell on his Togetic, right? So I'll double into something that can prevent him from Heal Belling. So I'm just going to go to my Berserker here. We'll see what exactly he goes for. Yep, exactly. So he is Heal Bell on his Togetic, which is good information to figure out right now. I'm just going for the Iron Head here, because even if it goes for Marini, I can just U-turn back into my Lapras and then start throwing off, you know, the Freeze Dries and whatnot. Does get up a T-Spike, which can be slightly annoying for me to deal with, actually. Okay, that's actually super annoying for me to deal with. Good thing is I do get to just Freeze right here, and I can just keep on fishing for poisons on this Bronzor. Like, that's fine by, or not poison, sorry, freezes. This is okay by me, because I do get to defog later anyways. Does go for Toxic, does go to Licky Licky, and I'm just gonna go for the rest here, and then I can go for the Sleep Talk and try to get the Togetic. Come on, baby. Okay, get another one. Come on, freeze him. Okay, he goes for the heal bell. But this is low now, which is nice. Okay, we finally freeze something, which is nice. And as I said, we kept on fishing for those, so it was going to happen inevitably. And I can just go and then keep clicking freeze dry. Like, I can get this low as possible. And once this is gone, as I said, I can start winning with my drift blimp. So he reveals that he's protect, or that we just won a bunch of speed ties. And I'm sorry this happened, but like as I said, like I was gonna be able to fish for this, and that's something that was gonna happen. Like it was
Okay, I think there's some sort of curse associated with like the PU open and my recording equipment, because every single time I try to record a PU open, it crashes my computer and then stops the recording. Like, where is it? Somewhere, yeah, like turn 37. It's just like my computer straight up like crashed and I couldn't do anything about it. But anyways, okay, I'll just explain everything that happened. Like I was thinking about, it obviously is in retrospect, but it's okay. I'll try to give you the best in my opinion. But okay, so starting with turn 26, that's like when I first froze him. But okay, awesome. So as I was saying, like at the very beginning of the game, I said that I would be able to throw out freeze dries for free and start fishing with freezes, right? And like I'd said this pretty explicitly at the beginning, so I knew this was going to be by way of winning. So at this point, I'd already thrown off like seven freeze dries, and like that's like all like near in my favor to like start freezing. So we do get a licky freeze here. However, I think the part where I messed up was staying in and trying to chip it down and kill it. I think that was honestly a part where I messed up. I think the better play would have been just going into like Sand Slash and then clicking Rapid Spin and then bringing in my Ninjask and trying to start win with it. I think that was a much better play. However, like the reason for that is because I do have heal bell on this Lapras, which I was trying to fish for, but I didn't get. But in getting the heal bell on the Sand Slash, I'll be able to throw out knockoffs and still later on in the game. But either way, we do get luck. I think we get a bit lucky at the end part by just staying in. I don't think that was honestly the 100% play, but either way we get it. We do get rid of the licky, and what I do realize now is that was his only way of wish support, because I know that this is a defog set on the Togetic. It like has to be a defog set on the Togetic, or else he doesn't have like great hazard control, especially because a lot of the tier runs spin block, so having Sand Slash as your sole hazard control is just not that attractive. But I just stay. He brings in his Bronzor, goes for toxic on my Lapras, and I just throw out more freeze dries, try to fish for him. I throw out another freeze dry on the incoming Wallace, where it reveals that it's going to be like max speed F and no attack, max speed F, max HP. And I just stay in, trying to fish for the heal bell, trying to get things going. But he does get a defense drop on my Lapras, so I do go the Berserker. I don't think I really needed too much, but it just soft checks, like the Togetic and like the Bronzor. So I do go for the close combat, hoping that he'd stay in with its Wallace. Just wisp the Marini, try to get that stuff on a timer. I wisp again because I know that I can just defog after anyway. So the wisp was pretty free. I defog, does go for the rest on his Wallace. I bring in my Sand Slash to try to knock it off, but I obviously know he's not going to stay in because it's the only way of dealing with Lapras. So I do get up rocks as he does go Togetic and yada yada yada. Bring in my Sand Slash again, try to go for the knockoff. Maybe he'll give me Marini, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. I do go for the rest on these Wallace as he does get a crunch drop, but this is the stuff I'm talking about. Like I kept on fishing for like a heal bell, but I couldn't get it. Goes for Dragon Tail there. Unfortunately, gets into my Sand Slash again. I know he's not going to risk the knockoff, so I just go for the spin here because I don't want my Lapras or my Eggy coming in on the timer. Does go for the Dazzling Gleam. I think I just doubled the Ninjask because obviously he's not going to stay in here. He's going either Bronzor or into his Zoella, so I just go for the U-turn, get the chip on it. And he goes to reflect at this part, and what's awesome about this play specifically, this turn specifically, is I have learned essentially that this is a no rest Bronzor, and because I got rid of the wish from the Licky, he essentially has no way of ever recovering the chip that I do to his Bronzor. So every single time he takes any sort of chip, it's like permanent progress that I create. And that basically gets a chip I need so that my Ninjask can win later on in the game. So, which is whatever. I just go for a Wisp here, trying to get catch a Bronzor or whatever. This goes Wallace, which is it is what it is. Go for the Strength Sap, get the chip I need. Go for the Hex, trying to chip it a bit or whatever. See, a lot of this game is a bunch of nonsense turns, but he does reveal the heal belt on the Togetic, which is whatever. I go for the Eggy here, and I think I make the double back to what do I go for? I go for Leaf Storm. Yeah, I do go for Leaf Storm, which is whatever. I go to my Sand Slash, toss that out because I don't think I really need it much more because he's obviously never giving the knockoff on anything else. And then I go into my Ninjask and click the SD here because I know he's never giving me his Wellus. Like, if you give me his Wellus, you just straight up lose to Lapras. So I'll just go for the SD here. Go for the Z dig, and the reason I am able to go for something like an SD so preemptively is because I do have the heal ball on Lapras, so even if he burns me, I'm still fine. Plus, by doing this, I get rid of my power herb, and what that essentially does is it powers up my acrobatics, which I wanted to be powered up from the start anyway. So get rid of that. This is an acro range, so I don't think he's gonna stay in, but he does stay in. But I mean, I can't anticipate him to know that he's in acro range. So he does stay and goes for recover. Go for the acrobatics here as he does go for another recover himself. And I didn't have the balls to make the play to click that SD. So I just went for the acrobatics again, which is whatever. And then he makes a good play going into his Marini on the obvious U-turn. So goes into back into my Ninjask, trying to get aggressive. Going for the U-turn here, chip that Bronzor back into range of acrobatics, which is awesome. And now I just go for the U-turn, you know, bring in my Drift Blim, try to hit the Wisp. We missed the first Wisp, which is whatever. Missed the second Wisp, which is kind of concerning. So we just go for Strength Sap here. As he does go for rest, which is awesome. I do get to defog eventually, and then he gets the Dragon Tail on my Drifloon, which is whatever, and I know he's not going to stay in there, so I just go for the U-turn with my Berserker. Strength Sap, try to heal a bit, it doesn't get much at all. It does go for the Scald there. Oh, I forgot to show. It like, I took more from Scald than I actually healed. Let me just wait this turn out. Let me go hyper fast. Yeah, so like, yeah, it didn't really heal much at all, so I obviously know he's going to click Scald in, so I just go into my Lapras and get the Freeze Dry, which is awesome. Get the Freeze Dry again, go for another Freeze Dry, try to chip it down and whatnot. So, keep trying to go for the crits and whatever. Do I eventually get the Heal Bell? Yes, no, no? Oh, yeah, I still haven't gotten the Heal Bell. He Dragon Tails me out into my Executor, and I go for a Sludge Bomb, trying to fish for like, you know, maybe he goes into like Togetic or whatever. And he goes into Bronzor, and at this point, I know I'm Specs Locked. I know he's Specs Locked, or he knows I'm Specs Locked. So, he might double and try to recover this Marini. So I don't want him getting any sort of like recovery on Dwellis or Marini. And honestly, I don't really need the Executor at this point anyways. So I just stay in and go for the Sludge Bomb as I do catch the Marini, which is epic. Epic. I do double into my Drifloon, getting a bit aggressive and get rid of the Bronzor. I defog here, Strength Sap, yada yada yada. Strength Sap again as he goes for crunches. Makes a nice play in the Marini. I just defog here as he gets up his T-Spike as he goes for the crunch again. I Strength Sap, try to get a bit of health back, and he just hex, and you know, it just keeps going on and on. Yeah, I miss a Wisp there, which is whatever. I go into my Lapras, Freeze Dry, and I bring in my Ninjask, and this is basically where the game starts wrapping up. I'll just start putting in normal speed. Hello, please respond. Please respond. Okay, cool. So, go to Ninjask here as he makes a double as well as, and I go to Acro, click Acro, see what he goes for, but he gets a rest, luckily for us. I don't think that kills us anyways. So I go for the Acro again, knowing that he's not going to keep it in on the U-turn. And then at this point, it's the Marini is in range as he just goes for recover. So I go for an Acro again. I basically knock it out. He does get the Scald Burn on me, but that doesn't make a difference. I'm still at +2. He goes to Togetic, and I just U-turn into. I was going to U-turn to my Lapras and then Heal Bell or whatever, but yeah, I don't know if I could have won this if he kept his Licky Tongue. But at the same time, I had the free freezes. Freeze Rise, and I think his best way of dealing with that was going Bronzor, and like even if the Bronzor, you know, got frozen, it was whatever. But either way, it was a very long and gruesome matchup. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I know I'm uploading this a bit late just because the person that passed this team to me said he didn't want you know, to reveal it before he played his series. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. And I will be putting NQ Open out tomorrow. But yeah, you guys stay forward to that, or look forward to that. Stay looking. I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this content, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.